Hello! We are back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another week of glorious dark side D&D action. I am your host, and I guess it's GM for this session because DMs don't exist in the Star Wars. But yeah, I'm finally back with all of my great friends here. We have an awesome session for you cook up today. Before we do that, I want to go around, introduce everyone, starting off with the man who's right behind me right now. That is Paulsible. Paul, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm going to use this whole intro to show off this shirt that my roommate made me because it's got like Clone Trooper here and then like on the back.
Oh, that's sick.
That's pretty
sick.
Damn.
Right? But my favorite part?
Oh, that's really
The gay sleeve.
Ooh.
Look at that.
It's nice.
It's all the, I guess it need to go this way.
Pride.
It's all the
Emblem
Star Wars
pride.
symbol.
We like that.
Exactly.
Okay, like, how many of those can you like get made for the rest of us?
I'll see what I can do.
Moving on over to lafon. Lafon, how you doing? I hear you have a review of some sorts to give us at the start of this session.
All right. Yeah, so I have this coffee actually. Those of you who don't know me, I love coffee. I drink it all the time, and functionally, this you can't see it. It's just a cup here, but it's a roast called Supernova. So I had to drink it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
A couple notes for those of you who are coffee drinkers. It is a natural process coffee. I did it in an infusion brew. It's a pretty nice drink. Light and fruity up front with a chocolate and a rich body finish. So there you go.
Okay, go ahead and give yourself an inspiration for that coffee review.
And you can't buy it; it's all mine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much I want to shill for a product, but you can get it, I guess.
Okay, well, I mean, we need to figure out how we can get that to us as well. But moving on, Leg Day, how are you doing, my friend? Thank you for the raid. Give yourself an inspiration, by the way, for that.
Pog, I don't know how to count those, but I will. I'm Leg Day. I cast Overwatch League. I'm going to be playing the evil robot HK-77. And I do a lot of stuff here on Casting Castles. One day I will be a DM/GM for this channel as well, but that's a long way off.
You're conquering all of the player spots right now.
I'm the Infinity Gauntlet, you know.
Then eventually you'll get the middle one, and it's just going to be the DM, and you'll be unstoppable in the world of D&D. And finally, Volumel, my friend, my favorite esports journalist. How are you doing?
Good. It's summer. I'm here to be a piss baby and cry a lot.
And sometimes astral project.
Maybe.
Sometimes, yeah. Randomly, you did telepathy last session, like just out of the blue for no reason.
Hey, listen. If the community gives me inspiration, we will use it in the worst way possible. Like trying to astrally project information that we could easily done through a phone call.
Well, I mean, you heard him, chat. You heard him. Inspirations for the man, the myth, the legend.
For the content,
Tycho.
I'm just saying.
Yep, for the Tycho.
It will not be used well. You're warned.
Like the Star Wars version of do it for the vine.
True. I mean, let's be real though. You did astrally project last session, so maybe it can happen. But starting things off here, kind of just with a quick recap. Now, what I'll do is I'll just recap a little bit, and then I'll ask my players if they can give me any things that I missed or any detail points that I might have left out on purpose, and if they can do that, I give them all inspiration. So last session we started off with the group. Marvikar, played by Lemon, had to attend to some business in off-world and off the beaten path of where our group was going. So instead, they were reassigned to a different planet of Rhodia, home of the Rhodians, which, if you aren't aware, that's the alien that Han Solo shoots at the start of, not the start, I guess, but during the middle, I would say, of A New Hope, Greedo. And they are tasked to find this ISB Empire agent by the name of Renth Drool, who has some sort of hidden past with our friend Kial Trisley. So they head over to Rhodia, the four of them, attempt to find this ISB agent. When they are in Rhodia, they eventually do, and this ISB agent is on trial, and they need to find a way to get him out of that trial because he is charged with murder and is potentially going to be executed. So they walk through all of Rhodia trying to find some information on how to set this person free, and we ended the session with them finding out that there was a convoy holding some important information that could free this ISB agent. And The session ended with them creating somewhat of a blockade, with Waltz Tycho portraying themselves as an old woman, and HK-47 sniping the engine compartment of one of the convoys and blowing it up. So, can any of you guys tell me something I might have missed in my description?
We were doing some shenanigans with some very actually legally acquired Imperial arms, which were
That's true.
traded and manipulated in various ways, including keeping them in the Star Wars equivalent of a cracked inn. Just like, yeah, they'll be fine there. And HK took some off and did some shopping, which
That's
we
true.
didn't know in the actual play session, but you and I know
You
Kenobi
did
didn't want to
some-
derail the
Yes,
thing.
you did buy some. You did buy some hidden goods, we'll say. So go ahead and
Yes,
give yourself an inspiration for that. You are now at 2, I believe. I'll keep track of that though, just in case. Anyone else?
We screwed
I have
around
a
with an
really
elevator
dumb one,
for a
so I'm just
while.
gonna wait. we did do that.
It took us a minute to get an elevator functioning as it normally functions.
That's true. That's true. It did take you quite a while to figure out how to work that elevator. So go ahead and give yourself an inspiration, Paul. Lafon and Volamel.
We had the conversation with a receptionist, entirely forgetting that Talron did not speak Rhodian, and had to beseech under cover the aid of an Imperial officer before finding out that Genatan, in fact, spoke Common, so it was not an issue anyway.
All right, go ahead and give yourself an inspiration, Lafon. And last but not least, I can't wait for what this is from Volamel.
So, just, a peek behind the curtain for those who enjoy learning how the sausage is made. My notes comprised of 4, lines of just names and, random key phrases. One thing that I made sure to bold was that Ensign Solomar packed us snackies, and I'm allergic to blue milk.
I forgot.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's definitely true. Go ahead and give yourself a...
And you kind of did some gaslighting around the snackies.
You did.
Oh yes, you did. You were very adamant that the mercenaries not steal the blue milk. That is true. So go ahead and give yourself an inspiration for that, Volamel. So everyone got their inspirations. Now to the fun part at the start of the game where we roll some dice. We're going to be updating our Destiny points. So everyone here, go ahead and roll your force die. Make sure you hit that little retweet button and
Make sure to hit that bell.
yeah, hit that retweet, hit that bell, hit that subscribe, and go ahead and roll you some Destiny points.
Oh, I gotta. Is that correct and nothing? That doesn't seem correct.
Did you click off of the number?
Oh, okay, yeah. That would be it.
Yeah, there we go.
One little black spot.
Wait, did you guys not roll Destinies?
Is that not what that is?
Did we not?
So there's a button on your character sheet.
Do you want us to hit the roll destiny
Yes,
button?
yeah, roll Destiny.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Oh, okay, well that was significantly worse.
It didn't change my result at all.
Oh, good lord.
Oh god!
Hey! 1 versus 6. What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong? I mean, that's not good for you guys, granted.
No.
But
It's a good time to be a mile away from this encounter.
Do we not have an act of God that we still need to do?
Nice try.
Well, we actually have an act of God, but we do need to do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we
Will
do.
of the force, please.
Oh, do we have one that actually got? Wait, hold
I
on.
think
Oh.
I think last episode there was 2 and we just never got to the second one.
Oh wait, we did get a Ko-fi sale. Hold on.
Yeah, I
Cool.
believe so. Don't ask me why I remember that.
Joe with the clutch.
Well, there we go. Thank you, Heidi, very much for the coffee shop sale. And I guess, why don't we just go ahead and give you the act of God that I know you want?
Hey, listen. It is what it is. I don't know what the deck pulls.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? Well, let me see what the deck pulls. I need to do a.
Yeah.
I need to.
I hope
roll
it's
some
something
dice
bad.
myself. Yeah, hopefully it's not anything bad.
I feel like all of the
I
cards
almost,
that we've pulled are good.
yeah.
That's
I
why they've at
kind of
least
want to
been
see what
fortunate.
happens, you know?
Yeah.
I know, like some of them could definitely go wrong. Like the one that actually swaps all the destiny points could go very wrong,
Sure.
True.
but it hasn't yet.
Mostly because we've rolled really poorly.
Oh, fucking hell.
Hold on. I am looking at the table to see what you guys have drawn.
Oh boy.
Consulting the tablets.
I'm
Have
consulting
we seen
the...
all of the cards at this point, or
You
are there
have
still
seen
a couple
all the
we
cards,
have?
yes. You've
Okay,
seen all
we
the
have.
cards.
Okay.
Have we?
You've seen
I
all
don't
the
remember
cards.
half of them.
We've altered the deal. There are 2 of them. I forgot the other 2.
Never tell me the odds is one.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I can't.
I've
quite think
exhausted
of
the
other
limits in my
ones.
memory.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
My goldfish brain is really struggling right now.
Okay, that was a...
I believe in you.
Okay. We have one.
I don't like that tone.
We don't have anything for this.
Okay.
But we don't have a card for it. But this one is called "Hate Leads to Suffering." In exchange for inflicting damage upon yourself, you can gain multiple boost die
Oh.
for the next combat.
Interesting.
Which
okay.
we are right about to
So
go
we were
into.
so that's upcoming combat.
How many boost die is it per HP?
Up to 5 at once.
And
So-
that's,
So you
like,
can
it's
sack
1 to
5
1.
HP from yourself to gain 5 boost die.
So like 5 wound, right?
Yeah, 5 wound.
5 wound and you get 5 blue die.
And you get 5
Interesting.
blue die.
Ooh.
Up to 5. So you can either
Up to
do it
5.
all at once or,
Very
like,
interesting.
you know, during the combat as sparingly as you want.
Yeah.
Thank you
Okay.
again for the coffee sale, Heidi. Appreciate it very much for helping us out. But let's get started going into this. We have our Destiny points. They're a little bit in my favor right now, which is good because they never had. It doesn't have
A little
hasn't-
bit.
Hasn't
It
felt like
usually
they have
isn't,
been
yeah.
recently.
Hey, at least we've spent them when we get them, you know?
True.
Mhm.
So we start things off, and why don't all of you kind of give me like a lay of the land of like where you are? HK47 is like on this high ground sniping in.
He's on the grassy knoll, dude.
He's on the grassy knoll. The convoy's going right by it. He's on like this area. I'm gonna go ahead and move
Even in
this.
Star Wars, we're
Yeah.
not safe.
You're in this, you're on this hill overlooking the convoy from a like. What distance did you think it is? What's the distance of the sniper rifle that you have? The max.
It's long, so I'm at long
Okay,
range.
you're at long range, so I'm gonna go ahead and move us to the
Just like
range.
what? 300, 500 meters?
Yeah. So you're at long range from them. Yeah. So you're over there at long range. Kial, where are you currently in regards
Yeah, I
to
sort of
the-
like snuck like around the convoy because we had like the speeder like fake breakdown at the front to stop it, right? I kind of like snuck around the side of the road, and I'm positioned like off the road, kind of in the brush, next to the middle of the 3 transports.
Gotcha. Okay. So you
Debating
probably-
whether or not I want to use my blaster or my lightsaber and just charge it.
Would
like
you
a
say you were
maniac.
engaged or in short range at this point?
I would have said short range.
Okay,
I wasn't
so-
quite engaged.
All right. Waltz, you're in engaged range right now. Why don't you
Yes.
tell the people where you
Yes.
are?
I am a gamer postured, hunched old woman using my lightsaber pike as a walking stick, blade side down, courting 5 to 6 very strapping young resistance fighters, if you are to view them
Hello,
that way.
boys.
Hello, boys.
To help me push my broken speeder. So yeah, I'm shocked and surprised as to what has just transpired.
Okay. And then Tolerant, you are
Medium, I think, because I was up a cliff,
Okay.
like up a hill behind a bunch of loose boulders.
Okay, so this is kind of where it's like set where it's like all of them are kind of at different areas right now, and HK, like as we were leaving our last session over the comms, there was a word that was spoken to everyone, and that word was savior, coming from Waltz Tycho, and that was the signal for HK-77 to shoot directly into the engine tank. And as this happens, the engine tank, because HK-47 is a droid, knows a lot about machinery and engineering, has some sensors, knew exactly where the pinpoint of this shot would cause the most damage to the convoy. And as we start the session, a giant fireball explodes and the convoy just goes up in flames completely, like a Michael Bay film. It's just absolutely unreal how much damage HK77 has caused with this one shot. And from what you all can gather at the current moment, there is nothing surviving a blast like that, and that convoy is completely kaput. And now, I need y'all to roll initiative.
Oh, are we doing cool?
How do we do that again?
It's cool. Yeah, it's cool because you guys are not.
Gotcha.
Initiative should be in the. Let me check real quick so I don't give you false information.
Under combat?
I believe it is under combat.
And then cool prepared. Okay.
Cool if
Yeah,
prepared.
cool. And you guys are all very prepared for this. Unfortunately, wait, you actually rolled 2 blanks. That's kind of funny.
That's so fucking good. You somehow managed to roll a Force Dark alongside.
I didn't clear the Force.
Yeah, clear the Force die and roll it again.
I didn't retweet.
Yeah, you didn't retweet.
For those of you who weren't here
That's a
for
much worse roll.
our last few sessions, my dice are very bad.
Very
Yeah, you
gross,
rolled
yeah.
pretty
Oh,
awful.
wait, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna
You
have to do
have
this by
been,
hand
like,
because it didn't.
Hyper cursed.
Yeah, I think we didn't select our tokens first.
No,
That's,
it did. It just didn't work for me,
Oh,
unfortunately.
SMH.
So
SMH
I'm gonna have
my
to clear
heckin'
this and
head.
just do it myself, but it's fine.
I feel like every time I play D&D with Kenobi, he swears off of big combat. He's just like, we're never doing that many combats again. Like, I'm never putting that
Well,
on
okay.
season
The good
one,
thing
I
about this
swear.
though is that in this specific version of D&D, there's a like set of rules for like giant combat,
okay.
which doesn't
Cool.
exist too much in regular.
So do we have to re-roll our
No.
initiative?
One of you reroll just once. for me?
Okay, I guess I will.
Yeah, let Lafon reroll from
Okay.
that pathetic double blank.
Okay.
There we
1,
go.
1. Okay. So okay, I get what I have to do now. Okay. Add turn.
I understand what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the
Turn.
strength to do it.
Oh wait. Okay. Actually, yeah. All of you go ahead and reroll. That's my bad.
Reroll.
Yeah. All of you just reroll.
You're good.
Okay, do I have to re-roll it again?
No,
or
you
just-
don't. You don't
Okay.
reroll.
Okay, we take those.
Saved.
Okay, and then I'm gonna reroll for the baddies.
Do you think the bad guys are capable of like tripping? Well, I mean,
The bad guys.
sorry, I was gonna say.
Yes, we are capable of whatever you were going to say.
I was gonna say trip over their shoelaces, but you know,
We're definitely capable of that.
we've already done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rebels don't seem like they'd be too strict on uniform inspections. Couple undone shoelaces.
Oh,
Some loose
okay,
belts.
I get what I have to do. All right, hold on. Bra. Okay. All right, now we'll just do
Nice.
this to descending turn order. All right, so what has happened here is that I am not on the right thing. First off, hold on. Gameplay. Transition. There we go. This is a professional broadcast done by a professional, everyone. Here
Professionals.
is the battle map that we're going to be using. The turn order. So the way the turn order, if you're new to this, is that the turn order is group based. So it's not like regular D&D where it's one person goes, whatever they roll, they get that roll and they get that slot. It's very PC and NPC based. So now any one of them during this entire turn order can take whatever they kind of like group decide who gets to go. So you guys are going to be going first, then the NPCs, then the PCs again. So it's going to be 2-2-2. So who would like to jump in and go first after this giant fireball comes out from HK-77's rifle?
If y'all are okay with it, I did have the readied unleash.
Sure.
Sat
Yeah,
on-
That's the play.
Go for it.
Yeah, I had it bounce, so I was gonna use unleash on the boulders that I'm beside to shove them down the hill into one of the tanks.
Which one?
Um,
Because so currently it's there's one in the front that's helping with
Yeah.
with Waltz.
with
There's one in the middle that's not currently being used yet, and then there's the third one that's a bunch of flames. At the current
I
moment.
think if I remember correctly from last session, you said that the boulders were most in line with the middle transport.
Okay.
So if that's the case, then that would be the shortest distance.
Okay. So you're gonna try and push that boulder down towards that secondary transport.
Yeah, to try and get it to like smash up against it and incapacitate it.
Okay. So
Y'all just sitting on the other side of the
Yeah,
transport.
set
watching
your
the boulder
boulders to
roll down.
stun.
I so what was the thing that you used for unleash? Can you tell me? Oh, you didn't roll for it actually. So
I didn't roll for it. No.
So yeah, go ahead and roll me the force unleash thing to see if you can actually like do it.
Force
Go for it, Star
Force
Killer.
Unleashed speedrun.
You agreed to stay away.
I lied.
You said you'd send in the boulders. I lied.
Oh no. Okay, one sec. I gotta find it. So, okay. The user makes an unleash check as a range attack and rolls 2 discipline for difficulty.
Okay.
If the check succeeds, spend 2 force die. The attack hits. Okay, so 2 is discipline. Got it. Sorry, I'm just looking through. Okay,
You're
so
good.
Force
roll.
math.
I think it's so purple is the
Difficulty.
difficulty, right? So then I should do
yes, purple
Well,
is
this?
difficulty.
but there isn't. I don't think there's difficulty for a force check, right?
Well, the
Oh, wait.
the check.
I'm
is
using
like,
a combat skill.
Yeah, the check is like as
okay,
a
sure.
ranged.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you. That's a threat. So.
That is a wild roll.
That is
That is a
quite
wild
unbelievable.
individual.
that is quite the roll. Okay, so you succeed barely.
Yeah.
Like you take a strain because it's taking you like a lot of effort to like pull this rock down.
Yeah,
So you
makes
pull
sense.
the rock down and it starts like slowly going down. The hill is tall enough to where it's not gonna hit this turn necessarily, but it's on the way and it's starting to like roll down. We now go to the next, unless you have anything else to do.
I think that's basically all. Actually, hang on.
You can move.
Want to close some distance, bud?
So I have to spend my force die for that yet?
Does it say you have to or?
If it hits, that's the thing. So let me
No,
go read
okay, so
the
it hasn't
unleash.
hit. Well, technically the attack hit because you're moving it down.
Okay.
So you technically do have to commit that force die.
Okay, so yeah, it's 2 force die committed then.
Okay, so commit the 2 force die.
And then yeah, I think that's all I can do aside from movement, right?
Yeah, you can move into the short range band.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, sure. I'll move into the short range band then.
So you're just gonna come out of like. Is there any way you want to like move to where you're like potentially hiding or just it's,
I'd like
it's,
to, if possible, I'd like to, because you said that there's like grass around the hillside, right?
Yeah, there's like some trees
So-
and stuff.
Using sort of the movement of the boulders rolling, I'd like to kind of fall in behind it and try and crouch into the grass to like be less obvious on my movement, if that's possible.
Go ahead and make me a stealth roll.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Make this about like 3 difficulty.
Sure. I get to add a boost die to all stealth checks unless the opposition is immune to force powers.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
So boost die is 1 blue, right?
Nice.
Yes.
And I use 3 difficulty, you said?
Yes.
And it's stealth.
Yep.
Where it is.
Make sure to hit the retweet.
Yep. Stealth here. Okay.
Have we ever shown like the Twitch chat, like the refresh button that actually
Holy
just looks
shit.
like a retweet?
Okay.
I'm using
That's
inspiration.
fine.
I'm using inspiration. I'm using inspiration.
That's a lafon roll.
I didn't even have to think about that one. I am absolutely using inspiration for that one. I'm just gonna re-roll it. And amazing.
You have okay. So that
Amazing.
was the one. So you have more. You have one from Briggsy.
I'm going to save them in case something really bad
Yeah,
happens to one
I
of
was
you.
gonna say.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, Lafon's curse. Beepchu might need to make you like some like there might need to be a real one made because this is unreal at the current moment.
Oh, no.
I mean, so you do get an advantage, so I'll let you get a boost die for your next roll, no matter what that's going to
Gotcha.
be. But you kind of have used all of your energy to basically pull this boulder down, and as you're
Sure.
like walking out, you notice that where you are currently, there's not really that much in terms of cover, so it's gonna be pretty easy to spot you. And
Fair enough.
as we get to this NPC turn, Kial, what you see is as you're like sneaking up to this.
Wait, didn't we have 2 turns before?
Oh,
NPC?
right. I messed up. Yep, you're right. You're right. I thought that I had already swapped it. My bad. Secondary PC turn now.
Rules lawyer coming
Yeah.
in here.
There are 3 DMs on this thing. Rules lawyer very much in play.
No, you're right. I swapped it before, and I thought we had done.
All good. We've all done that.
We're teasing you. We're teasing you.
Waltz, you're like engaged with them, right? Are you planning on going here?
No.
No.
Be my guest.
Really? You're
I
just
am.
gonna stand there? Okay.
I am.
You
I am an
sure?
old woman to their. Yeah.
Haven't gathered aggro yet.
Okay.
Yep. No.
Well, so then Kial's on the. Talman pushed that boulder down at the second transport or the first
It's
one?
coming towards
Second
you.
one.
Towards the second. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move out of the path of the boulder.
Okay.
Ideally.
Very good.
And I'm gonna use the blaster rifle that I picked up earlier. I'm actually not going to just charge the transport with my
Okay.
lightsaber when there's a giant rock headed toward it.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna kind of lay down like sort of like suppressing fire. I don't want any of the troopers like getting out this side of the vehicle and running to safety, if that makes sense.
Okay. So you want to just like shoot where the door is, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if there are any troopers there, obviously I'd like to hit them.
Right.
But
You
I'm
didn't
mostly just
see
trying
any-
to keep the troopers like contained.
Yeah, you didn't see any like when you were it kind of like how you look at it is like there are doors that like bay doors that kind of like open to like let
Right.
the troopers out more so than anything. So you can kind of just like put suppressing fire onto like the side of the craft if that's kind of what you're going for.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
kind of the idea, just to like fire and like keep them contained, so like they have to run out toward the boulder, and I'm pretty sure that's like the side of that
Yes.
HK is also on, so like they have to run out toward the boulder
Yeah.
and also toward a lot of the
Right.
like sniper fire.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of like rapid fire shooting as fast as I can at that
Go ahead
door.
and make me that blaster rifle check.
Sure. I think yeah, so it should just be a ranged heavy. What's the difficulty?
It's well, okay, so you're very close. I mean, it's 3 at this point, I'd say. Oh no,
Okay.
ranged heavy versus it's ranged heavy.
Yeah,
you said?
ranged heavy, and I'm at short range.
Yeah, so it's just 1.
It's just one difficult.
Well, because you're not at melee with it.
They're about to get friggin' smacked. Watch this roll.
Watch this.
That could have been better.
That could have been
Honestly,
better.
for having
Okay.
5 dice, it could have been better. But we still take it.
Okay, so you start like, you take out your blaster and she just starts, he rather starts just completely peppering the side
Just
of the craft.
unloading.
Just with blaster bolts, and you hear that like ping, 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 like just all of the blaster bolts hitting that metal. You do gain a boost die for your next turn because of that advantage that you have. So go ahead and remember that for
Okay,
next
go.
time. But yeah, you've successfully kept them like contained in this area, and the door isn't opening. You do, however, notice the door on the other side is opening.
That's fine. That's what I wanted.
So that door is going to be opening slowly.
Perfect. And I'm still trying to like be in like the brushes and in cover. I haven't just like
Right.
waltzed into the
Okay.
road. Waltzed.
Haven't once tycoed into the road.
It's funny because waltz is in the road. Right? It works on every level.
I can't with you guys. Anyway,
This Joker's layers. It's like an ogre, like an onion.
there's layers. So now it's the NPC's turn, and the NPCs are not happy. I'm gonna say that. So basically, I have 2 different sets of NPCs here for you. So the ones in the secondary convoy or the secondary craft are gonna move out of the craft from the other side, and they don't necessarily see exactly where you are, Kial, but they can see where the gunfire is coming from.
That makes sense.
So they're going to cover or put down some suppressing fire towards you. I'm going to use a destiny point
Uh-oh.
to upgrade their attack on you. And it's against so they're in short, so it's only 1. That's not
I do have a
no, they're in
defense, which I
medium.
think upgrades it, right?
Yes, it does. And they're gonna go ahead and hit that. Oh. Alrighty then.
Yo! Why do they have such high friggin'... They're rolling with 6 dice on me?
That's a whole lot of success.
What is their agility?
It's very high.
I'll say.
I think I did
That's
this.
Luke Skywalker levels of agility.
No. It's because it's the rule of like the group, kind of like the minion rule. Because there's
like,
10 of them, so it's essentially the entire group of 10 is putting down covering fire towards you right now, or suppressing fire to where you came from. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Not good. Not good is what that is.
7 plus 9 is 16 damage.
Am I able to like see that they're gonna shoot at me and like whip my lightsaber out to reflect some of it at the last moment, or am I just?
Is that incidental? I don't know how combat works.
Yeah,
I
don't know if
I'll
if
let
wielding...
you flip me a destiny point to give to have the
that
ability
one.
to pull out your
Sure, ain't no
lightsaber
fair.
and reflect.
I mean, that's
he's
16.
gonna have to.
I will literally be down
Yeah.
if I don't do that.
Do it.
You got to.
You gotta do
Oops,
it.
I rolled destiny instead of using a light sight. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. All right.
Oh boy.
Cool. How does reflect work again? I have to.
You're about to suffer some strain, my bro.
Yeah, honestly. I can suffer 3 strain to reduce the damage by 4. Okay. So I still take an unbelievably nasty chunk.
Yeah, you do take a bit of a chunk.
So what was it? 16 coming in?
Yeah, 16 coming in plus your soak or minus your soak,
Oh.
which is 12.
Okay, that makes me feel better. So 8.
Yeah,
That's what I
8
take.
damage. So
That's
Still not great.
hefty-
That's still
hefty
half
blow.
my health.
Still quite fucked.
that was still quite.
Hmm.
I think I actually might have. No. Okay. Yeah. They upgraded. Okay. So like as they file out and they start like shooting towards where this this gunfire is coming from, you notice like that the huge amount of bolts coming towards you, you are not going to survive unless you like whip out your lightsaber. So you just like very quickly drop the blaster rifle, take out the
Well, that
lightsaber,
was useless.
and start just like swinging and trying to parry as much as you can. Some of the bolts you like reflect, away
Sure.
from you and towards the ground.
Oh!
One of them.
I do have quick draw. Once per round, draw or holster a weapon as an incidental, if that helps at all.
Okay, so that means
Give me
that
back that point.
you can get that point back.
Oh, save!
God. Reading
get-
your abilities.
Yeah. So you get that point back. But yeah, and eventually like one kind of just like skims like right on your side and just like hits you like directly in where your like kidney is, and you just feel like this burning sensation through like the armor as it hits you, and it does that. I think it was 8 damage, right? So yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
are
a lot.
you're feeling the
Hurty.
stress a bit right now as
Big hurdy.
the secondary group is gonna go. This is the one that's near where
Waltzes?
Waltz is, and they quickly like turn around and start moving. They currently are not in a position to like know where any of the fire is coming from because they aren't like directly close to where it is. I'd actually say they're probably in like long range at this moment, and then they are going to spend their turn moving into that medium range. And I will give Waltz a chance to like potentially do something as they start moving away.
So you're saying
So they're gonna look back and they're gonna be like, "Ma'am, get down, get back in your speeder. We'll cover for you." And they're gonna start like moving themselves like away from your current position.
And how many would you say that there are?
There are
I had a number in my
currently-
mind, but I
There are
don't know.
currently like 6 by you right now.
Okay. Question.
Okay.
What would you allow in terms of just like generic horsepower? Is there like, what's like
I mean,
some generic? stuff I can
anything
do?
in terms of like what is your idea, and I'll tell you what I think about it.
I want to make a distraction. I want to metaphorically Solid Snake throw a rock in a direction to divert attention away from Kiel. Because I'm guessing the 6 trained soldiers here covering fire in a direction. There's probably some shouting.
Yes.
I want to try to divert, give a secondary option for these hopefully numbskulls to, run into a bush and be like, "Oh, it must have been the wind."
Yeah, must have been the wind.
Okay.
You know.
So they do have like basic military intelligence to the point where like your rock might like be important, but also there's a giant boulder running towards them also at the current moment in that area.
Secondary question. Can I try telepathy again?
Use your comm, you dickhead.
Okay, maybe not telepathy. Can I somehow invoke hallucination?
Don't you have like
the Force.
influence, like as a force
Yeah,
power?
I do, but that's just for emotions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Making him feel very happy. Oh, this is the best ambush I've ever been in.
What if Walt's like feeling very proud about how this plan like laid out, feeling like maybe the whole telepathy thing with Kiel worked out swimmingly.
You're trying to recreate it.
Could I project a force image to like divert them?
No.
What if I used part of the act of God? What if I just like breathed in a lot of the force? And like took my damage.
I'll tell you. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what you can do.
Okay, you tell me.
This combat is trade-off.
You can flip me your last 2 destiny points to try and project a force image because this is
that's probably not worth it.
This is very hard tech.
That's probably not worth it, and I won't put the party through my dumb machinations. Are they within strike? Like, can I hit them? Are they?
Yeah,
looking
you
at
can
me?
hit them. You can hit them before they leave.
Okay.
I will give you one attack since they are leaving your. I don't even know if that's a thing in this, but it's. I'm gonna.
Can I like sweep at them?
Like with the lightsaber side, or
like
just
a cleave? The lightsaber side.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
can
like flip up the blade and like give them a nice like sweep.
Yeah, you can certainly try to do that.
Like on multiple of them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
that's how it works. Anyways,
that's how it works with like
squad
damage. So you will be like swinging through.
All right, yeah, I guess seeing the distraction, seeing this all pay off, but also hearing Kiel being pinned in the worst way possible. I guess Waltz will try to just like flip off the dust cover that is his makeshift shawl, ignite the lightsaber pike, and just give a nice sweep at the rebels.
Okay, go ahead and give me a lightsaber attack against 2 purples.
2 purple. Lightsaber pike. I'm hoping I'm doing this right. It's been a minute.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
That is correct. That was good. That is 9 damage. So what happens is that you do this like cool like flip up your hood and like the shawl comes off. It's like you pull out the lightsaber pike, you ignite it, and then they like hear the noise and they turn around just to see you like just quickly just right in front of them. You slice 2 of their necks and they just like grab onto them and they fall down to the ground.
Nice.
Dead.
We take those.
Do I still have movement options?
Yes, you do.
Will I be attacked with an opportunity?
Potentially, yes.
But
now they are like the rest of the 6 people that were like by you are now.
That's no lady at all.
Yeah.
It's a Sith.
Okay. Yeah. So the other thing that happens here is that you've kind of given away the game a little bit in the sense that like there are now red lightsabers around and the rebels like look horrified to an extent. They're they turn back and one of them just yells Sith, and that's basically, and like all of like even the people that were pinning down Kiel like look over to where you are, and they are very keenly aware of like the level of baddie they are going up against now.
So I have this. I'm just gonna copy and paste it. Called sidestep. I don't know. It's probably not worth like.
Number, strain, upgrade, difficulty, tone, range checks. Yeah.
Can I use that to like get behind cover without being attacked, like through opportunity? Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's a thing in like this system. I want to like hop behind cover. Like I want to like hop over the speeder and hide.
So this would be like once per round may perform sidestep maneuver and suffer a number of strain to upgrade difficulty. The NPCs aren't going again, so they won't be attacking you this round.
Okay.
If you want to do it next round when you guys go and the NPCs, because it's like not gonna get any value here if you do it.
Sure.
You can just move to like hide behind the speeder if you want.
Yeah, can I? Yeah, I'd like to move to hide behind the speeder, try to get some cover.
Yeah, you can just get some
cover. No, deposit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Well, it's not your turn because that was the NPC's turn, but you were given.
True. Yeah. That's my.
So now it's third PC turn, which I believe the only people left are Waltz and our droid. Or no, it's Waltz and Kiel. Sorry.
No, Kiel went. It is AJ.
Yeah.
No, I went first.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you like to see how they react to my shot before you make a move, Volamel, or do you want to hop out from behind the speeder and say like, "Ah, fuck this shit"?
Yeah. If however you want to do it. If you want to go first, that's That's.
All right. Let's see how they react to the grassy knoll.
Are you just
Nothing bad ever happened to the rebels.
Are you just aiming at just like any type of well, okay, I guess I should ask you, is it the first convoy or the second speeder or the first speeder that you're aiming at?
I'm not aiming at a speeder.
Oh.
Well, actually, I need to look through the sniper scope. Is there a turret on either of these speeders?
There is not.
Okay. So a majority of the personnel have thrown themselves out of these speeders now.
Yeah,
Because the back one looks fucked.
Yeah, the back one's like a.
The middle one's been disembarked.
The middle one is
disembarked. The first one was already debarked.
And the first one, like half of them, from what you can see, are like still in the transport, and half of them are by where Waltz is.
They appear to be afraid of a wrong assailant, activating savior protocols. And he waits a moment to try and line up a shot on a bunch of the ones who are trying to pin down Kial, which would be the first group of 10. Okay. And takes the long sniper disruptor shot into the midst of them. Or several, depending on how combat against minions works.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that roll, buddy.
What's the difficulty from long range?
The difficulty from long range is 3.
Is that even for long range weapons?
Yeah. I think it is. Long range... Ranged heavy versus... Yeah, it's still 3.
Okie dokie. I'd like to take 1 damage to get myself a boost die.
Heck yeah. So you like your processors heat up a bit.
We overclocking, boys.
Yeah, you're overclocking.
Alright.
I'm not using that ability at all this combat now.
Hopefully.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
that's a hit.
We'll take it.
That's a hit.
And that'll do 11 damage.
That'll do 11. Yeah. So you basically what happens here is like you line up your shot and you like see the entirety of the attention is on right now where Kial is, and none of it's really looking in your direction whatsoever. So you have probably one of the cleanest shots that you ever are gonna get, where you just see like the back of like you see this like the back of the head of like one of the rebel troopers, and then you see another one in front just like kind of move, and then as it's like in the perfect area where you would get both of them, you pull the trigger and just it goes right through both of their heads, collat, and then they both just fall to the ground, and the rebels that are like there firing are now like just looking around everywhere and are very confused.
Admission, rebels are fantastic at sharing.
So yeah, so this is now, unless you have anything else you want to do, except you can aim, which is a maneuver which would allow you to gain a boost die for your next shot, if you would like to.
Cool, let's do that. I'm gonna once again aim at these idiots as they look for me.
All right, so they're kind of like looking around, checking with their heads cut off, and that is now the turn of our last PC, Mr. Volamel.
Me.
Where's the...
So okay, to revisit the definition of the Force, yeah.
Dude, I just
in this essay I shall.
Bro, you let him get away with 1 force projection, and now every episode's
it's over
be
now.
Like this, dude.
It's over.
Can I like pull anything? Is that like a talent I need to grab, or is that just like something
okay?
I
Well,
learned?
you can. What do you want to pull? Is the question.
I want to pull like the guns out of these guys' hands. All 8 of them.
Magneto them.
All 8 of them. Okay, let's. You're not Magneto.
Okay.
Let's. You can. I could maybe allow you to do this on 1 of them.
1. Okay, so it's that hard. I'm just trying to see where the lines are, trying to test the boundaries.
Okay,
And they see me, correct?
They
Guessing
see
they
you.
do.
You just slit 2 of their companions' throats. You are very seen at the current moment.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, for whatever good it's worth. Well, I guess it's probably not good either. Can I hold my action? Is that a?
I don't know if you can do it going into a secondary round.
Okay. All right. Screw it. You know, Waltz is kind of a piss baby. He doesn't know exactly. There's a lot going on. You know, he thought he needed cover, and then he's like, well, shit, it's taking a while. So he like flips back over, and just kind of like gives a good heave ho into the clump of them.
Guys, wait up! I'm coming back.
Okay, go ahead and give me another lightsaber roll.
2 difficulty?
Yes, it's melee versus melee if you're like running into them.
C. Combat weapons, lightsaber pike. Click off. Roll.
Ooh.
Okay, not a bad hit. Not a bad hit. So you do like a nice cool little flip from behind the speeder, and you, as like a couple of these rebels are looking around for where like that big blaster shot came from, where HK-77 gave it, you find one that's like not really looking at where your direction was, and you just come up and you ram him directly like in the stomach, and kind of like do that thing where you like lift him up and kind of just throw him back down onto the ground. And that guy's probably not alive anymore. And go ahead and give yourself a boost die for the next roll because of that advantage you've got. And this number should now be 8, but I can't fucking... I don't know how to... Oh, well. I have to clear it. I don't know what the erase button is on Roll20. I just have to do this every time. Yeah, so you get a kill.
Woohoo!
Nice.
3.
Good
It's
murder.
like the most I've gotten.
Good murder. I like murder. Okay, so now we are back at the top of the round, and it is again the PC's turn for the next 2. You all have your turns back, so what would you like to do now? You have a couple of rebels fighting around and kind of looking for you all.
So,
Update on the rocks, please.
Oh,
let's
true.
get on the
Okay,
rock.
true.
Need a rock update.
Okay, let me go ahead and just roll something real quick. This is a...
Roll for rock?
Yeah, roll for rock.
Which generation, though?
Yeah, nobody wants to rock anymore.
Okay.
Okay,
Like the
so...
music?
So, the boulder, like, begins careening down, and it eventually, like, hits the side of the transport. The doors, like, kind of cave in a little bit because they were being suppressed by Kial, and there wasn't really anyone moving out of there. So the doors kind of, like, helped a little bit in terms of taking up the brunt of the impact. But you do hear,
I was
like,
shooting the doors on the other side, though.
So you were shooting... Yeah. But what I'm saying is like, the doors... Wait, you were shooting the doors...
Yeah. 'Cause, there's 2 doors to the transport,
Yes.
right? So I imagine like the starboard door.
You were just
was
on the
one that
other
was
side.
open,
You were
and
on the
I was
other
on
side.
like the port
Ah,
door,
okay,
trying
okay.
to shoot
So-
it because I wanted to flush them out the door going toward the boulder, so
Gotcha.
some of them might get run over
Okay,
by it.
so they do get run over. So a couple of them get run over, and it
We
like
take those?
the boulder kind of like because of the fact that it's actually like hit some of the soldiers. It kind of breaks it off of its momentum track a little bit, and it doesn't hit the transport. It kind of like rolls behind it a little bit. But you do manage to take out 2 of the other soldiers that were there. They get like kind of run over. You hear the Wilhelm scream, obviously, because it's starting.
I need a soundboard for that.
We do need a sound.
True. Yeah.
Does this mean I get my force die back?
Yes, you do, because it's
Cool.
now gone.
Cool. So there's
I will.
there's what 6 guys in that group left?
6 and then 7.
Okay.
Okay.
So am I within short range of that group, or I'm within medium range?
You would
of
have
that
to
group currently?
move into medium range, or you would have to move in bit like 2 range bands to get to them.
Okay, cool. Well, I can use my maneuver to move 1 range band.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm within short, and then I'm just gonna go all in, because if I let these guys do another like full volley at me, I'm probably going down. So, and then I'm gonna use my Hawkbat swoop action, and I just like kind of like Darth Maul in Battlefront, just kind of like whirl forward, I imagine.
Oh yeah.
Because I can perform a lightsaber check against a target within short range, adding force die no greater than my force rating. I do have 1 committed, but I have another one that I can add to this, and I can spend force to engage the target.
Okay. Thanks. So you go ahead and do that. Go ahead and roll the force die though, because I need to see if it's.
Sure.
Successful for you because it's a dark side point, so you don't take any
there we go.
adverse effects if it could have been coming from the light.
Awesome.
So go ahead and roll that lightsaber.
Cool. And what is the difficulty?
The difficulty is 2 because it's melee versus melee.
Dope. Lightsaber. I think that is pretty good. Well, there's the dark I would have gotten anyway.
Well, that's.
I think that does it.
Yeah, that does it. That definitely does it. Actually, reroll because you didn't hit the refresh because we do that all the time.
Okay.
It's
Oh.
Well, okay. Well,
Oh, wait, that was just it. Hold on. Wait. I can do this right.
Hey.
Well, that
Okay.
still isn't nearly as good. But
Okay, but you do. Okay, so if
how
you want
did I only roll 1 success on all of those? There was no canceling out of success.
look, if you wanna, if you can look at the advantage table because you have 3 advantages if you want to use any of them.
Where is that?
You
we have that
do.
pinned in our chat.
Yeah, if you go to where you find your character sheet, there's a handout.
Yeah,
called Spend
handout.
My
Oh, the
Advantage.
handout. Right. Perfect.
How much damage does your lightsaber do?
It does 6, but I have a lot of things that I can do with it.
Okay.
Because it's a double bladed, right?
Yep.
So I believe I have linked, which I think just doubles the damage.
Let me look at your character sheet.
Yeah, because I have linked on it.
Yes, you have linked. Let me check what that does.
I think. Hold on. I'm by the weapon character. Where are the characteristics? Oh, it's up.
You can
Oh,
spend
wait,
2
is it up?
advantage on a successful attack to hit the same target again for the same damage.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
So I will do that.
Okay, so that's where you're going to spend 2 of your advantages on. You have 1 more.
Yeah. And I'll use the last one to just get a boost die on my next roll.
Okay, good. So you go ahead and you pop out Darth Vader style, and you just rush forward towards this group. You're struggling through the pain a little bit of having that blaster bolt, and you just so how much damage did you did 7 damage against 7 damage.
7
Yeah,
and then 14.
So you essentially hit this first guy, and you basically you cut him once across the chest, and he falls down to the ground on 1 knee, and you just hit him again the other way and just create a large X on his chest, and he just falls down to the ground dead. That's a kill.
Dope.
Do you have anything else you can do on your turn?
Does each success do an additional damage?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's why Kiel got fucked earlier.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else I can do on my turn. No, I don't think so.
Okay, so these guys are at 5. Why does it always do that? These guys are at 5. These guys are at 7. Next PC's turn. Can be any of you. Joe, you
Maybe the
unmuted.
rock roller.
No, I was just want to see if anyone had anything they wanted to do.
She's just arrived. I'm here, guys. I'm here.
Um,
helping.
So
Strategic advantage probably better to have.
Yeah, just to clarify from the last round, because I did say I was trying to move into stealth. Did the maneuver happen or not?
No, you didn't. You didn't succeed that one. You got
Right,
the
so
advantage. So you're not in
Okay,
stealth right
cool.
now. You got the
So I'd
advantage
like-
though.
Yeah. I'd like to use my maneuver to move into short range.
Okay.
So slide down the hill type beat. What am I looking at now? Because I'm in line with the second transport. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're looking. You can see like inside the transport a little bit, and you can see that inside the transport there are a couple of rebels that are still in there. But there is also this pretty large briefcase that's like in the middle of it.
Okay, and is there anyone outside the transport in range with me, like that I can see that are directly in line of sight of me?
No, because you are. Well, I mean, you like in between you and like engaged range. Yeah, there's probably like a person there.
Okay, I'm not gonna be able to. Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna be able to get into range to actually use my weapon.
Do you have a secondary maneuver? You get 2 maneuvers a turn.
Yeah, do I want to? Do I want to risk putting myself in a position where I have to see if I hit them?
Do you want to risk the dice, lafon? You gotta play the game.
Yeah,
Or I mean,
exactly.
you can also.
That's what. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an unleash attack, on the remaining members of the transport. So it was the same thing I did on the boulder, but this time I'm applying it to the rebels.
Okay.
So making an unleash power check is a range attack, average difficulty of 2.
Okay.
And if it succeeds, I spend 2 force die, and I spend 2 force die the attack hits.
Okay, go ahead and do that then.
So I said it was difficulty of 2, and what else did I say?
Ranged attack.
Yeah, I'm reading what the roll is though. I think just like this. Okay, hang on. 2, and then hopefully. Oh, and I get to add a boost die, right?
Yes, because you do have 1 left over.
Cool. I think if I do this.
Well, that's. Wait.
What?
Why did it roll force die?
Okay. That definitely does not look correct.
I don't know much, but
Yeah, that doesn't look right to me either.
I don't know what the bones say after that. I can't read those bones.
Gonna have to reset that one.
Must have been the wind.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
hang on.
retweet button.
Yeah. I think it's a discipline. Unleash power check is ranged. Yeah, discipline check. Okay. Hang on. So it should be this one, I think.
No, now you didn't roll any force die.
Well, I didn't roll my boost die though. So
You also didn't roll. Okay, yeah. So go ahead and reroll.
we'll get there eventually.
yeah. Wait,
I just did
didn't
the
roll
same
what, sorry?
thing, so.
You didn't roll your boost die, so you got to roll your boost die now.
Yeah. Okay, let's try this. 3rd time's the charm, hopefully. Okay.
Hey!
There we go.
We did it. Okay, so
That's the secret to getting Talrin to roll well. You
So how much-
botch off the mechanics of the first few and get the bad luck out of your system.
so how much damage is it? It's
hang on. Let me read through this. Okay. So unleash. The user makes it succeeds. I spend 2 force die. The attack hits. So that's the basic power, and then spend force die to add damage equal to the ranks of strength purchased. So it's 2 damage, I guess.
So 4 damage.
Yeah.
That feels low, but
it
like
does feel low.
Okay, so this is it's a ranged attack. You said
Yes.
a ranged light or heavy.
Unleash. It just says range attack.
Okay. So go ahead and make me a roll me a ranged light or heavy attack, whichever one's larger for you.
Okay. I think it's this one.
Well, okay, against
that's the wrong button.
against
That's
some
the wrong
dice
button.
as well.
Yeah.
No, ranged lights. I mean, that's the correct one. I just need you to do it against the 2.
Oh, the 2 difficulty.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing.
Oh.
That's
I don't know. That isn't.
So okay, you get the crit. So something can happen. You can spend the advantage if you'd like. In the if you look at the spending advantage table, you can use that to your advantage if you want, but you don't succeed unless you want to use inspiration, which you have a few of because chat pities you.
I'll take it.
Pity inspo is still inspo.
Still inspo. Okay.
You can thank Briggsy for that one.
Hear me out. It says do something vital, such as shooting the controls of the nearby blast doors to seal them shut. Okay.
Okay.
If the unleash does no damage, would I be able to, instead of hitting the enemies, use it to dislodge the briefcase that you said was in this transport, pushing it out the open doors?
Sure. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
All right. So, as like
Knowing
like,
full well, by the way, that what's her name said, don't damage it.
The
okay.
football's
So
in motion. The football's in motion.
Yeah, exactly. I want to say I know it. I'm just saying that's still going through anyway.
what does it look like when Tolerant uses the Force to like?
So Talrin, up to this point in combat, has been under extreme amounts of strain. Just through the sheer trying to work immense power over a fairly large boulder. Right. This is not a small rock. This is something that can cause damage to a giant transport. So she's under a lot. You can see sweat trickling down her temples. Her hair's in disarray. Her teeth are she's gritted her teeth. Her eyes are bloodshot. And even as she tries to reach out, just rip through the Force, almost fighting it in its intensity, can't quite put presence onto the enemies directly ahead of her. But at the last second, will try and turn her attention away to push something that's a lot lighter than the enemies that are in the transport to the briefcase that is there in the presence.
All right. So, with all of this that happens, you do manage to go and push this briefcase out of the transport. However, because of how much it's like taken you to like perform this and all the stress you're going under, you suffer the 1 strain, and you also now in the next round are forced to go last in the order.
Yeah, that's cool. Question for you. What happens if I hit my strain threshold?
You shouldn't. You really shouldn't.
I've been racking up strain because my rolls are very bad.
Wait, did you ever reset it?
This has been from the combat from last time. There's no time to reset it.
Yeah, because I think if memory serves, Lafon had like trouble getting up the hill, so there's some strain there.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't think we're counting like some sort of short rest in here.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing
Exactly.
It was
There was some hiking strain.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hit your strain. Wow, I'm surprised you hit your strain threshold already.
Kiel goes insane. And
My
gets
rolls
intolerant.
are atrocious. We've already discussed this.
Let me look up what happens. I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay,
What
and just for
happens?
clarification, I'm not at my strain threshold yet.
You're very
Oh,
close.
you're not there.
I'm close.
Okay.
I'm close enough that it is something I have to consider.
You become incapacitated and you fall unconscious if you hit
Oh,
your
very
strain.
nice. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Just trips over. Oh, my brain hurting.
My brain, the Force is hurting me so bad.
Guys, it's nap time. Good night.
No, my brain.
Take a nap. You gonna take a nap right there?
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, it's so when the strain threshold is reached or exceeded, PC is incapacitated. So,
Good to know.
there you go. So
Don't do that.
you can recover strain by using advantages, by the way. So
Okay. Yeah.
that is a
You just
that is
have to
a-
actually roll some advantages.
Yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of a flaw in the plan.
You are now also like in direct combat with some rebels
Some guys.
because they
I
look
thought,
to you.
I thought I was still in short range.
Yeah, but they know you're there.
Yeah. Okay.
They know you're there. So they're gonna they are going to, because you are moving the briefcase, they're going to shoot at Kial. Or at Tolerant.
Oh,
rather.
boy.
Sorry, at Tolerant.
Oh,
Tolerant.
God.
Sorry.
Kill that one first, then we'll deal with the football.
We'll deal with the football. Let me.
Is the briefcase near Kial, by the way? Like, how far are the transport? Is it? If it is, that is the point of using the Triumph there, right?
Yes.
So.
It's probably like right next to them, I'd say.
Okay, cool.
Let me just make sure I have this correct. Good.
Time to see how you can run, boy.
So all of them are gonna like kind of turn towards you, Torin, and they're gonna fire. And they're going to do. This is that's short range, so it's 1 purple.
I believe I can use sidestep here. Yeah.
What sidestep do?
Once per round, I can may perform the sidestep and suffer a number of strain to upgrade the difficulty of all incoming range attacks.
You sure can suffer as much strain as you want, brother.
You take it right up to the red line, bro.
Dude, use all the strain you want.
So I am going to upgrade by 1.
Okay. So I'm going to use a destiny point.
I hate you.
And I'm going to upgrade them by 1.
You're the worst.
And
my DM's out to get me, everyone.
Oh, I fucked up. Oh no, actually I didn't.
No, I mean.
No, I rolled this correctly. Okay, I wasn't sure if I rolled it right.
Okay.
So that is 10 damage.
Yeah.
Plus the advantages.
Yeah.
Do you not
The
have
rebels-
any? Because doesn't like defense stat increase difficulty as well?
Oh, he does have a defense. Fuck.
So
So
it
it
would
should
be a
be
red and a
2.
purple.
It should be 2 and 1 upgraded.
Ooh. Okay.
Saved
Red
by
and
the
a
rules
purple.
lawyer.
Rules. I got you.
I don't think you've got them.
It
I don't
actually
think
did
you've got
more
them.
damage.
I think you made it worse.
Well,
work
I
here
mean,
is done.
okay. Let's. To be fair, Paul has actually saved you because I can't crit now.
Oh, that's fair. That's true. That's true.
We take those.
That is a big savior. So this is 11 damage.
More damage, but more limbs.
This is 11 damage, and then on
Minus
your
my
next
soak.
check, because of the 2 advantages, you're going to take add 1. What's the
Difficulty die?
difficulty? Not 1 difficulty
Yeah.
die. The black one. Setback.
Yeah.
Setback die.
By the way, it's 11 minus my soak, right?
Yes.
So 6.
6.
So 6 damage. So like the a couple of rebels fire at you,
Not
and
terrible.
do you even have your lightsaber out right now?
No, I do not.
No, you don't. So you're kind of just like dodging, dipping, like they're throwing wrenches, and you're dip, duck, dive, and dodging away from some of these blaster bolts. You're kind of like pseudo deflecting them a little bit with your hands, kind of like with like using like brief bursts of the force to like do it, and then
There's
you.
still a little bit of redirection.
And then you just like it's because there's so many of the bullets that are coming in that one just like eventually penetrates you right directly in the shoulder and just like kind of goes like clean through it. It feels pretty bad, but luckily because it's a blaster bolt, it cauterizes the wound like very quick. So it's a brief burst of pain and you feel pretty shit, but you're not feeling as bad as Kial was.
Sure. Fair
He's
enough.
like one hand gripping his side,
Yeah.
hoping that like at least one of his kidneys survived.
I'm renally crippled.
Give me, I need a kidney, please, please help me.
I'll just take one from the rebels.
Whoa. A little spicy. All right. I guess that's my turn, right?
Well, that's
The
the
organ
NPC's turn.
harvesting
NBC's
part.
first turn. Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of them are gonna like try. You can see a couple of them, Kial and everyone, because you're kind of looking. They're all gonna like kind of moving to protect kind of the briefcase. You can see they're
Sure.
like kind of huddling around it, trying to like make sure that's their last stand. As we go to our next set of rebels, and this is going to be. This is our friend. Waltz is gonna get some stuff hit at him right now. And I'm gonna add a boost, a dark side point.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, we finally have more light time.
Alright, yeah.
Oh, I'm using them all, baby. It's happening.
Oh,
I'm
man.
all in on this encounter.
Honestly, I'd be more than okay with Kenobi using the dark side points on me because it's going to hit anyway.
Right,
So
yeah.
just like.
Okay.
That sucks.
All right. So here's what's gonna happen. That's 10 damage.
Here's what's about to happen to you.
That's 10 damage. Now, one of the fun things I'm going to need you to do here, Volamel, is I'm going to need you to go to your critical injuries part of your
Oh
thing.
no.
Critical injuries. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to need you to roll crit.
Wait, rules lawyer. Are you supposed to have a red die in that one? There's no
He
sidestep
upgraded
upgrade.
it.
I
Oh, wait.
upgraded it.
Defense.
Wait, upgraded with
Waltz has a
difficulty?
defense. No, Waltz has
okay.
Waltz has a defense.
Oh yeah, sidestep.
Yeah.
All right. The
So just
lawyer
hit
backs
the
down.
So just hit the
Solid effort.
Big red button.
Hit the big red button and we'll see what happens.
Oh
Let
god.
me make sure all the dice are gone. All right.
Out of a possible 100,
Oh.
you have rolled 96.
Oh, okay. So this is very bad. So basically, like, as you are, you know, slicing through, the rebels all turn towards you and they start firing squad on you, and you're trying with your lightsaber bike as much as you can to like deflect as many as possible, but you end up getting hit directly like through the wrist. You know, maybe it's maybe you're just like overwhelmed about the possibility of not being able to succeed in a scenario like this. Maybe you're trying to think about all the glory you could be getting, and you just take that like one little misstep, and a blaster bolt goes directly through the wrist of Waltz Tycho, and essentially it's unusable now.
Okay.
So
That sucks too, because your pike is
every-
two-handed.
every single check that you do now adds one difficulty to it.
Okay.
That uses that. So any lightsaber attack that you're going to do, you'll have to add one difficulty dice, and your wrist is going to just be crippled until it is healed or replaced.
Okay.
I can't
So
believe
in-
we're a 96.
In reaction to that, like, can I sidestep and reflect, or do I just get to choose one? Or if, like, how does that work?
This would resolve after your reflect and sidestep.
Sure. Yeah, like, I get wounded,
Yeah.
right? I get crippled, but to, like, mitigate the number of damages that I'm taking, you know, does that happen?
It would happen before.
Where does that happen?
So the crit resolves last, essentially.
Okay. Right. So, can I sidestep and reflect, or is that just
Yeah,
one
you
or the
can
other,
reflect.
or-
You can reflect and sidestep.
Okay.
I don't know if you can also sidestep. I think you can do one or the other.
Okay, I'll just reflect and suffer 3 strain to reduce the damage by 2 and cut
Okay.
it to 5 with the sword.
Okay. So you take 5 damage, and most of it is like directly in your wrist, and your wrist is kind of just like hanging. It's
So 3 strain and 5 damage. Okay. that
like
works.
you basically can't grip the lightsaber pike right now, unless it's with the singular hand,
Right.
and it fucking hurts a lot.
Yikes.
Okay.
Big
Owie.
unlucky.
PC's turn.
Requesting status update.
I would just like go to my comm in the middle of combat. It's fucked.
Acknowledged.
I think being a smartass, I think Walt's like knowing his luck. It's the wrist with the comm thing. So he like goes up to like scream like savior, like God please help me. And it's just like a limp like dangly wrist, and the comm like doesn't even work anymore. He's just like screaming.
You guys just hear
Okay.
kind of like in the distance, just like Savior. It's like traveling through the swamp.
Lay of the land. I take it I'm going next because Waltz is kind of fucked. Lay of the land. How many are left? Is 7 and 5 accurate, and where are they?
That is correct. So there are 7 by where Waltz is currently, and 5 by where Talrin and Kial are currently. So,
Okay,
so
I'm
there's that
gonna-
one ship, there's that one transport that's at the start where like the speeder broke down. That's where the 7 are. The 5 are in the middle by where the briefcase is.
The 5 are by the briefcase.
Yeah.
All right, then HK is going for the 5. Unfortunately, Waltz's wrist is not mission critical. So let's make ourselves a ranged heavy attack against 3 difficulty, I believe.
Yes.
And I have a booster die from aiming maneuver
You
previous
do
turn.
have a boost die. You also have your destiny points as well.
Shall I have an upgrade here, gentlemen?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Flip
Mission
ourselves one of
critical, as he
these.
said.
You're dealing tons of damage, so just cleave these
It's tons of damage.
losers.
All right.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hmm.
You have
I might.
inspiration.
I might inspire that one. Let's use one of the inspirations.
You have a couple of them, so.
Oh,
Oh,
that would be that's 17 damage.
That's 17 damage, and then go ahead and give yourself a boost die for your next turn because of the advantage.
You just hit one of the detonators.
Yeah, this is Chris Kyle at the current moment. I mean, this is like you basically like so you're aiming down at like you're seeing these rebels start to move towards the briefcase, and something like kind of clicks in your head, and you're processing that like the data card must be somewhere in there. So you are now mission critical, destroy anyone that comes near it. So everyone who's like taking steps closer backwards towards the briefcase, you're just popping off at, and you hit one like directly in the chest and they go down immediately, and the secondary one you just like hit him like right in the back of the head and they go down as well. So you've killed two more rebels right here, and that is, unless you have anything else you want to do, that is
I'm gonna cash in my advantage to give Waltz the boost on the next check.
okay, you can do that.
And that's me done. Actually, I can do the aim maneuver again, right?
You can aim maneuver every time, yes.
And then I'm gonna have two boost on the next one, baby.
All right, so we are now back at the start of our of the.
No, we still got Waltz.
Oh yeah, we still have Waltz. You're right. Yep. Waltz.
This is gonna be interesting. So I'm still staring at 7 rebels, yeah?
Yes, you are
Roughly.
staring at 7 rebels. They are.
And my primary hand is out of commission.
It's a hand. It's not like it's
Okay.
just one of the hands. It doesn't have to be
Sure.
your primary or it's just
Whatever.
a hand is fine.
It's a hand. Yeah, I was sitting on this. I might as well.
100 sweep.
Kinda like seeing the carnage, seeing the chaos, getting absolutely obliterated, knowing that this could like hinder research and studies. I'm gonna guess that our little Taipei piss baby gets real upsetty spaghetti, and he's just gonna like give in. Like I feel like most of like Waltz and like the Force, they're kind of like standoffish. They're like you and the girl, or your the object of your eye at the bar. You're not necessarily sure you want to take the move, but now he's taking the step like even deeper. So I'm gonna take all 5 wound, right? With the act of God.
Okay, so
Whoa.
so
6 boost die.
5 boosts.
Well,
I
plus-
gave him 1.
plus-
Oh yeah, 6. True.
Yeah.
Also,
They're all gonna
Gormless.
be
I
blank.
think this Gormless has redeemed a healing boost for you, so that actually heals 5 damage or 5.
Okay,
wounds.
so this is for free.
So this is for free, essentially.
There we go.
Okay, so yeah, Waltz just like gives in to the dark side, eyes bloodshot at this point. One hand's the lightsaber pike, kind of chokes up on it, so it's like not as lengthy, but enough to wield. And is just gonna give a good like sweep at the remaining rebels.
Okay.
As force and charged as he can.
Okay.
That is sick. That is dope.
I like that.
So
I can imagine
6
doing like a
boost
one-handed
die.
saber spin.
6 boost die, and then
And
your lightsaber, and then your against 2 purples,
plus a purple because of my wrist.
plus a purple because of your wrist. So it's 3
Okay,
purples.
so
Wasn't it,
so
is
6.
it an upgrade? Or is it 1 difficulty die?
It's 1 difficulty die.
Okay.
Do you guys mind if I upgrade?
I don't
You go ahead,
for it.
mate.
Whatever you want.
I mean, you got 6 boost die. I don't know
that
if
you need to
to
upgrade
but
even,
if
yeah.
you want to, go for it.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm shooting for
You're
for,
trying to like
Trying to wipe that pile.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
like
respect
wipe
it. Go
3 of
for
their
it.
heads off at the same time. Honestly,
All right.
vibe.
6
Use
blue, 3 purple, an upgrade on the lightsaber. Correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Against 3 purples.
Correct. All right. Hopefully this is right. I'd like not to reroll this.
That's a lot of crits.
You can crit though.
You have
Yeah, crit's really
inspirations
good.
as well. You have one from Moirai. You have and I think you might have a secondary one. And you have your one from
Do
the
it.
star.
Maximum damage.
Yeah, you might as well. I said I'd do it poorly, so let's use a inspiration. Let's use the lore, the pre-session inspiration, and give her a reroll.
That's better.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Nice.
Bro, I mean, you
2,
just wiped
4,
them, right?
6.
7 inspo.
Because a crit on a squad group is just a guy dead.
Yeah,
isn't it?
so let's walk through this a little bit. This is how much damage? This
It'd be
is
10, right?
10 plus the 7, which is 4, so it's down.
Erase the
You
comment
can
for
crit
boost.
3 times.
Carry
4
the
times. No, 3
4?
times. Yeah, 3 times. I can't do math.
All good. None of us can. We're all.
So
a
that's-
lot of us are casters. None of us can do math.
Yeah, okay. So all of you kind of like see, and like the camera just pans in, and like it like goes from the wrist of like this like giant hole that Waltz has in his wrist right now, and the
Looks
camera
through it.
like slowly just like pans up towards him, and his eyes like go completely just like bloodshot, and it's like that anime moment where like the eyes just like open, right, and they just look completely different, and he just like chokes up a bit on his lightsaber pike and just rushes forward in like what feels like an instant. Like he just slashes through quicker than like anyone has ever seen Waltz move before, and after this slicing and dashing movement is over, 4 of the rebels just fall down to the ground in a heap.
Oh, that's
Fucking
cool.
awesome.
That's sick.
Bro, between the astral projection and now this,
See, here's the thing, though. We didn't see the astral projection, or rather, no one really knew there was Waltz who did it. This is the first time we've seen Waltz do something mega cool.
true.
Useful.
breakout
I mean,
moment.
useful would be.
Yeah, that was your breakout moment. Oh wait, no, that's 5 over there. Or no, 4. No, it's 3 and 3. Did I get my math mixed
It's
up?
3 and 3, isn't
Yeah,
it?
3
Because
and
it was
3.
3 and then
Yeah, so-
7,
yeah.
and then 4 of
3 and
those 7
4.
are gone.
I don't know where the eraser
3 and
is,
3.
and I'm just a dummy. I have to clear the writing every time.
I believe if you use the select tool and draw around an object, you can use the delete button on your keyboard to delete it.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I think some rebels selected Waltz's wrist.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 3 and 3.
Did Waltz just become a wrist rocket?
You gotta watch them.
So yeah, you. I mean, Waltz has completely annihilated like half of this quote unquote platoon at the current moment, and like you're just standing there seething, just like gritting your teeth, angry that like, who are the rebels to fucking damage you? It's almost like a dishonor, right?
Question for Waltz: have you dropped the saccharine attitude in the moment of this raid?
That's what you get, you little cunt.
I think
That was my
I
favorite.
think he's a little unhinged at the moment.
Cool.
I think not
Cool.
being able to further his MO or being drawn into question probably has made him a little emotional, let's say.
Having his goth arc.
I
Dope.
like that.
All right. So unless you have anything else you would like to do, Mr. Tycho.
I guess I can't move closer, can I?
I mean, you're already like in
Yeah.
engaged range.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless there's like some sort of like defensive stance that I can like prep for or something that kind of.
Do you have a maneuver left?
I
'cause you can-
attacked. That's all I know I did.
Yeah,
You
okay,
can
so
use
have
a maneuver to take a guarded stance.
Yeah, you can take a guarded stance, which would give them a boost, not a boost die,
a
a
penalty
Step
die.
back?
Setback.
a setback die on their next attack on you.
Okay, yeah, I'll, for what it's worth, yeah, I'll put up a defensive stance in
So
the group of them.
So you kind of just like hold like the pike. Just, I imagine at this point you're kind of like Rock Lee, where the arm
Yeah.
is just like not really.
It's
in-
vestigial at this
Yeah.
point. It's out of commission.
And you're just
It's
like
not
you're just holding
worth
up
it.
this lightsaber pike like defiantly at the rest of the rebels. They look freaked the fuck out right now though as well. Like they are understanding at the current moment that they're losing members very quickly. And it is now the next round. This round, Kial, I think
Who has to go last? Talrin?
Yeah,
Talrin
Talrin
has to go last.
Talrin
Yeah,
has to go
Talrin has to go
last.
last.
Talrin has to go
Cool.
last.
Proposition for the party. I think that myself and Kiel should make a play for the football.
Go for it.
I think it's a good idea. Do you want to take out some of these rebels with the first turn, and then
I'll take the sniper, then you clean it up in melee.
Sounds great.
All right. So I've got myself a pair of boost die here,
Yes, you do.
and up against 3 as usual. Just another couple shots from a sniper rifle over the football guarders.
Okay. Hit him with it.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, that's two.
Is that 2 crits?
That's two. So, essentially, what
This does
happens
12 damage as well.
here? Essentially, what happens here is that HK like has this. HK is just like, this is just like another day at the office for HK, right? HK-77 has been programmed, built to kill rebel scum, and like
Fish in a barrel.
basically fish in a barrel, right? They're all confused. They see like 2 different red lightsabers. They're not even really like worried about the fact that there's a sniper because they haven't seen it yet. And in just like, you kind of just see HK like the scope, like we see through the scope of HK as like we zoom in, and you see just like 3 really quick loud pops from the rifle, and we like kind of just like wipe over towards where Kial is standing, and there are no more rebels by them. They're all just dead on the ground. That's a 3K from HK-47.
There we go.
And all those
Update. Drone directive is open. Recommend
Those average
maneuvers.
combat scores off the fucking charts now.
don't need this one anymore.
So question. Do we have reason to believe that these rebels are going to receive reinforcements? Like, have we heard them radio for help? Or
No, it's because like technically combat hasn't even lasted that long, like realistically, and they've also been like focused on mostly you.
So
more so than anything.
is it within reason that Kial can assume if we just kill them all, we'll have a minute to like collect our things, and like we'll basically have like a minute here before we have to bounce?
Potentially, you don't know exactly what this convoy is doing besides transporting, or like what the capabilities and like communication were. But from as far as you know, the rebels haven't been like radioing for backup.
Okay. I think Kial is actually going to just like, because there's no rebels left near the briefcase, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
Talrin is right next to me. Kial's probably seeing red after being shot, and he doesn't like rebels anyways. So I'm actually probably gonna try and like charge over and help Waltz if they're within some sort of close distance. Are they like medium from me, or?
Waltz
Like
is
the
probably
3
like,
troopers
yeah, I would
with
probably
Waltz?
take 2 maneuvers to get to Waltz at this point, I'd say.
Okay, well I can do one and then my Hawkbat swoop.
That's fine.
I'm gonna do that then. I will take 1 maneuver to get into short range with the 3 left by Waltz, and then I will do my Hawkbat swoop, which is what difficulty? First I gotta do my force die.
Yeah, do your force die. And then shoot her.
Nice,
That counts. Good job.
cool. I have a boost die from an advantage I got last time. It's 2 difficulty, right?
Yes.
Dope. Against my lightsaber. Bada boom, bada bing. Hey, yo.
What's the crit on your lightsaber?
I'm pretty sure it's 2.
It's crit. Oh, okay. Also, next time, Paul, when you roll the lightsaber, do it from. Do you see where it says combat in your character sheet?
Yeah. Is there a place for? Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
So
I
that
see
way
what
it just
you're
tells me
saying.
like
Yeah,
the
yeah. Sure. You want me to re-roll it right now?
No. Because the
Okay.
roll's the same. It's just it's easier for me to see like what the damage is. And
Yeah,
stuff.
damage and stuff. Yeah, it's 6 damage, 2 critical.
Yeah. Okay. So 6 damage, 2 critical. So that's 2 kills. Yeah. Okay. So
And then I can use. How does linked work? I have linked 1. So does that
Oh yeah, you would have to spend an advantage. Or no.
Is it 1 or is it 2?
It's 2. So you can either.
And is it better for me to? It's better for me to just crit and kill one.
Crit
right?
and minion kills it like immediately.
Yeah, I'd just do that then.
Okay.
And then I'll use the advantage to give me a boost die on my next thing, I guess.
Okay. Okay, so that's so you like walk up and you like rush up and you're also pissed and you're kind of like joining in this like angry energy that like Waltz has around them. You rush up and you slice through 2 more of the rebels. They fall down, and now there's just this singular rebel standing here.
Oh, it's his turn as well. Give it a go.
and like this rebel that kind of just like looks around and like looks to these two and just like puts their hands up and they're like, please, I'll give you whatever you want from here, just let me go. They are not.
Anybody like to do anything?
They're not doing anything currently. They're not fighting.
So are they giving up their are we out of initiative or are they giving up their turn?
They're giving up their turn.
Okay. Oh, then that makes it either Waltz or Toleran. Oh no, it has to be Waltz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be Waltz.
Waltz just gonna give him a big hug. I forgive you.
Big hug.
No, I think he's too far gone at this point. You know, really feeling the
dark side,
the fear, the emotion, the rush of adrenaline, the power. I think in a fit of rage, hearing this measly rebel scum pipe up, knowing how much damage they've inflicted on his precious empire, the minute the rebel, or they, open their mouth, he snaps his head over, probably a little grotesquely fast, and before they get to finish their sentence, the pike's up, javelin style, and I want him just to heave it at the guy's head.
Okay, go ahead and
please miss.
Go ahead and roll me your lightsaber attack. Because of the fact that you're throwing it, I'll add an extra difficulty dice to it, or add a setback dice actually, just a setback dice.
Setback.
Because it's melee versus range, and you're technically doing a range thing here.
Okay.
So,
was the whole Act of God thing a 1 per combat, or can I just like take another huff of the good stuff?
No. It was 5 per like combat. So like you could take 5 damage to like. You have a lot of advantages or inspirations though.
True. Can I upgrade, boys?
I mean,
I think in this instance, straight up, I think you'd do it anyway, whether we said yes or no.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think this is one of those moments where like, yeah, just
like we'll probably have more important roles, but do it anyways.
Yeah, this feels like this is a time when you should be using it anyway. So even if it's not the most important.
Upgrade a black dice and 3 purple, yeah?
Correct.
Against my lightsaber.
Oh no, it'd just be the 2 purple. Because you're not using your hand, so.
Oh yeah, it's just the good hand. Fair enough.
That works. Hopefully this is right.
Well, you do have inspiration.
I will be inspiration.
Hey, there we go.
So you just like in the fit of rage, you only just see like, just hatred and darkness just covers your face, and as he's saying like, please let me go, I'll do, and you just like immediately you just chuck the lightsaber pike directly into the like basically where his mouth is, and it just goes straight through, and he just kind of like falls backwards to the point where like the lightsaber is just sticking out from like his mouth as he's like on the ground, and he falls dead, and all the rebels are gone.
Did you flip the point over, Fauna?
Oh, how do I do that?
And that's where we're going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back a little bit later. Don't go anywhere.